Hey guys, good morning from you-know-where, Southern Nevada. Hey, I was in a large sporting goods store the other day, and they had this Federal Shorty SHOTSHELLS, these little guys right here. Now these are 8-shot, that's all they had, but I got to thinking, I wonder if these will cycle through my Remington 870. This is actually an 870 tactical. So we're going to try them through this and see what happens. And I also brought a Mossberg 500. And I know they will cycle through this, but you need an adapter. So right now let's take a look at the ammo. Federal Shorty. Now these are made in the USA, but again, 8-shot, 1145 feet per second. Now they do come 10 rounds in a box, and a box will run you about $9 or so. Again, 8-shot. They do make buckshot and slugs, but I haven't been able to find any. Now I do have a couple of lead slugs, and again, these are Shorty shells. The slug is rated at 1250 feet per second. Looks pretty cool, huh? And I did cut one of these open. Check this out. Kind of a neat looking little piece of lead. All right, we're going to set up a target. We'll get this loaded up, and we'll see what happens. One thing I want to point out before I start shooting this, and that is the lifter here on the 870. Let me show you something. The lifter is down, and when I close the bolt, before the bolt completely closes, that lifter is going to drop down. Now, let me show you here. I think we can see that. Okay, the lifter is up, and as you close it, it drops down right there. Now, if there's a shell sitting right here, it's going to drop down and jam up the receiver. You don't have that problem with a standard shell because it's already starting into the chamber when you close it. So, my point is, when you work this, you have to close that quick before that lifter drops down. So, let's load 5 rounds and see what happens. See that? Got a double jam here. Pull that out, and that case is standing up. Okay, we're gonna try that again, but let me explain something real quick. When that mini shell pops into the receiver, it has all this space right in here to bounce around in. And what happens is, as you've seen, it can bounce straight up and down. A lot of times they will turn around backwards. So just a lot of space in here, and then you have the problem of the lifter dropping. So let's load this up and try it one more time. All right, let's try 4 rounds this time. Nope, just not gonna work, guys. I'm just gonna pop that one out. Or maybe not. See, that lifter started to drop and so did the case. Let me do that just one more time here. All right, one more. That almost popped out of the loading port. Oh, that one, see that? That one turned completely around. All right, let's break out the Mossberg. So now you have the same problem with the Mossberg. When you bring the forearm back, that shell pops in here. It's got a lot of room where it can just tumble around. So the solution is this little rubber adapter right here. This is an OPSol 2.0 Flex. And these are made in Texas, made out of soft rubber, and they install very easily. Just stick her in right here, squeeze it a little bit. Make sure it's flush right here, all the way back. Now, when that shell pops in here, it's got no place to go except right here. It can't tumble around. And the lifter on this, Mossberg calls it an elevator, but the lifter, when it comes forward, it stays, or when it comes up, it stays up. See that? It stays up. So that mini shell has no place to go except into the chamber. So, you know what? Let's load 5 rounds and see what happens. There you go. Now the nice thing about this adapter, you can pop it right out, go right back to your standard shotgun shells. How cool is that, huh? You know what? I think it's time to just have a little fun. Let's blow something up. Alright, so what's the advantage to these mini shells? Well, I'll tell you what, they produce less recoil. So, you know, if you're sensitive to recoil, you have an injury, maybe a handicap, you're really going to like these mini shells because they do generate less recoil. And at the same time, they are very effective. I've shot a lot of these over the years, and trust me, I would not want to be in front of one of them. Another big advantage is capacity. This magazine tube holds 5 rounds of standard shotgun shells, 2 3/4 inch, 5 rounds. Mini shells, it will hold 8 rounds. I have a side saddle right here that holds 4 standard rounds, but if I double stack them like this, I can hold 8 mini shells. Look at that. So I've got 8 plus 1 in the chamber. I have 17 rounds ready to go on my shotgun. So that's pretty cool. All right, you know what? Let's hit that with a slug. Whoa! Why not? Hey, you know, I always pick my trash up when I'm out here, and I hope you guys are doing the same thing. Hey, there's a rock sitting out about 75 yards. It's about this big. I'm going to zoom in on it, fire a couple of slugs at it just to see what happens. I'm going to put the bead right at the top of the rock, fire 2 rounds, and see how close I can come to it. All right, here we go. Yeah, how about that? Hey, I know what you're thinking. Hey, why don't they just make an adapter for the 870? Well, they can't, and let me show you why. Now, on the Mossberg, the lifter is open, so you can fit an adapter right here, no problem. On the 870, the lifter is enclosed or not open, so there's just no way you can design an adapter to go in there. Hey guys, before I close out this video, I want to mention something real quick. If you leave me a comment or you ask me a question and I don't get back to you, I just want to apologize in advance. I have 470 some videos on YouTube, and I get thousands of comments every day, and I answer as many as I can, but a lot of them I just don't see. So again, I apologize if you ask me something and I don't respond. So Remington 870 just does not work with mini shells, and now you know why. But the Mossberg with that adapter, I'll tell you what, I've had my adapter 4 years, and I've put hundreds of rounds through my Mossberg, and not one single issue with mini shells. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to fire one more round, and then I'm going to go home and take a nap. Anyways, thanks for watching my video. And I'll see you next time.